Let's see what's all going on. Um, but hey, welcome. When y'all guys get in, welcome. Um, Today has been a very interesting day. I've been asleep most of the day. I'm not even gonna lie. Today I've just been asleep. I've not done a single thing, um, at all. But I hope you guys have been having a good Lionsgate, um, doing some good manifestations, energy clearings, all sorts of things of that nature. Um, just whatever you needed to do or whatever you could do to make yourself feel a little bit higher vibration. I'm still kind of like waking up. I've been awake for a few hours though. I've just been like, well, I've been awake. You know, I'm like, today's just one of those days. The energy's like subsided. I'm kind of just like in it to win it, I guess. I don't know. But welcome in now. Welcome in. Can we get one more card, Spirit, to see what's going on? Okay, well, we can get two more cards. Um, so that's interesting. You know, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Okay. And who's on the bottom? Because I feel called. And Strength. Okay. That's interesting. So, off bat, this is different energy. So I don't. This is really different energy actually that I've been feeling. Um, but there could have been a decision, um, or having to. It does feel like a decision actually. It feels like some sort of decision that you had to make today, um, that was put on you by the divine. Um, then it was about how something was going to be an outcome or like an outcome of something, of a situation that you were given an idea of. But regardless, the ending of that cycle, that cycle's ended. Excuse me. Beginning with the Pentacles indicates an ending. Um, and with the Ace of Wands to the Three of Swords, it's really saying that now that you're going to be getting, uh, new ideas, or maybe you got a new feeling or a new download or a new idea of what to do, something different, and then that kind of led you to some sort of thoughts beating you up of like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, some sort of decision in that matter. But Spirit needs you to really control those thoughts that are creating this emotion of feeling like you made a wrong choice or something at this time. um, the saying old, time will only tell came to mind immediately. um, but there is just, it could be a lot with the red planets being in retrograde and being afraid of making a decision, especially with Neptune being in retrograde and that doing a lot with illusions. It is something about you. I don't know. It's like you feel like you made a wrong choice, but there is a need to control that. There are no wrong choices, and you need to heavily remember that. Um, but regardless, there is a new. This idea that you're presented with is causing a lot of thoughts, a lot of other feelings to come through. So just being aware of that as well, and not letting your mind run off and become, sporadic and in that nature. Especially with the Four of Wands, it's a decision that you made, um, that you were very engaged with your two sides, your two parts, I should say. You were very engaged with your thought consciousness, and your, intuitive consciousness. They were both going back and forth and giving plans and ideas. So there wasn't a wrong choice, of course. You have to be put to these tests and see how things are really going to play out before you're able to like understand and master things. Like we all start off somewhere. But there is, like, again, with the Four Wands, it is good that you did this decision, or that this decision is going to be made. But again, with Strength being out, there is a need to calm certain thoughts of being like, oh, I made a mistake, this is all bad, like I fucked up, this, that, and the other. Because you're not supposed to be a master of everything, especially just right now, because we're here to learn. But there is almost an energy of like just regret. Um, It feels. And it could just be these retrogrades weighing heavy today, especially with the portal and moving through the portal and stuff. It could even be looking back in the past and being regretful of the past, and things of that nature that are just flooding through right now just so they can be cleaned off and cleared. So there's not really a need to stress out and worry. Sorry about like there's a weird like jolt thing in the middle of it, in the middle of the gown underneath, and it was like choking me a little bit. But there's a need to really calm your mind from these thoughts that you made while in the right mindset and right in the right set in general. There doesn't seem to be like anything really wrong. Is the deck upside down? The deck is upside down. I should not. I thought it. I felt like it was just felt off. Something didn't feel right about it. I don't know. That's how it feels. Like something doesn't feel right, and you know that it doesn't feel right, but there's not a need to panic. It's like a self-correct almost. Yeah, that's what you're being called to. Your intuitive consciousness is trying to talk to you about moving forward, with this same energy of how are we moving forward from this, because that's the only thing you really can do at this time is just move forward, and not be afraid to. um and it's, again, I'm getting like something on the physical realm, like you're looking at something on the physical that's causing an anxiety about a quote unquote like a bad choice, or like a wrong decision, even a change of how you're doing something. There's like a fear of you doing it wrong, or doing, I don't know. There's a lot of like weird projection coming from the thought consciousness though, that is being soothed and also needs to be soothed as well, because it's like you're facing these emotions that your thoughts are bringing you, um, while also coming into union, and that's this weird mishap, not mishap, but like mixed energy that I'm feeling. But there is the call is being called to you to really allow your intuitive consciousness to guide you. The divine is always there to help you self-correct and choose a new course and choose a better course. So don't be afraid to do what you feel is right to do next. And that might just be why all this fear is coming up, because you don't really know what to do next. Um, some of you may be waiting on the divine, some of you may be moving forward, but regardless, there is a transition that's happening, and it's a transition that you're really in your head about. These thoughts are very, um, like they're almost making you, yeah. It's all about choosing another path, I'm telling you. It's something about you really wanting to choose another path right now. And it's because you're looking in the past. There's a lot of cups. There's nothing but cups in here. Jesus. Yeah, the Three of Cups to the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups. There is an energy of you coming back to yourself, coming back to your intuitive consciousness to make a decision. It might have been you entertained this idea for a second. You might have entertained some sort of second option as well, or third option, I should say. And it's like a form of self-sabotage is present. And you're in this energy of walking back to your intuitive consciousness because you feel this happening. But again, you're still in your head with the Queen of Swords and the Four of Cups. You're still like going back and forth between like which option was right. And having the 2, 3, and the Four of Cups out is really sticking out to me heavily. Especially with the Four of Cups being last. It's like, are you regretting getting back to your feminine consciousness, or are you regretting entertaining this other option for a while? But regardless, there's a need to really tap into yourself, like do a very deep heart cleansing, and I'm really feeling the best way for that is like meditation, not really any sort of sounds in the background, but just you really digging into your heart space and seeing what's blocking you, what's coming back. Because this is like, this portal's open and you move through it, and it's almost like when you move through it, everything from your past was being stripped and ripped away from you, and it puts you in this like retrospection energy where you really had to look back and figure out what was going on, and did I make the right choice leaving certain people, did I make the right choice on this path, like what I don't, you know what I mean, like you've already jumped through this portal, or you're still going through this portal because the energy is going to be here for a while as well. But there's something about really like that one last glance that you're almost taking back to see if you're really wanting this. Um, and it's less about your intuition and more of like your like feeling state. I wanted to say your emotional state for sure because your thoughts are really heavy in it. But it's like you're really looking back. It's like I don't. Yeah, with the Five of Cups. Hmm. The Five of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. It does. It just feels like a very somber, like nostalgia energy. Like you know that you're not gonna be around certain people, or like you know that certain groups or certain energies aren't gonna be able to come back to you no matter what, and that kind of bothers you. Either in the sense of like they're not going. I mean, damn, because I feel it and it's weird. It's like it's not bad, but it's like it sucks because it's like you're looking at the people that aren't awake, or well, you're not. You're looking at the people that haven't woke up yet. They're still asleep. They're still in this like daze or like haze energy where they're just like. And these could even be people who claim to be spiritual, but they're not, doing anything other than running around and haha, look at me, I'm spiritual. You know what I mean? Like they're not really doing the shadow work. They're not. It's like I don't know. It's like I don't. You know what I mean? Like you're looking back at these people. It's like not like we're all children, but you're feeling like you've grown up more around certain people, especially in like a community, like a spiritual community or something, and it's kind of making you be like, damn. And even if this isn't like a spiritual community, it could be like friends of yours that just don't want to wake up, or maybe you're just looking at, I don't know. It's like your old life is coming back as like a final, hey, do you miss me? And it's like, yeah, I kind of miss the things I did in the past life. It was fun, I had these people around. I did these things before everything, like until you woke up and seen like everything that was going on. But what you're not seeing, is what's in front of you with this Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers, is like there's a greater, bigger gift coming towards you. That's with the Ace of Pentacles already been complete. It's already waiting on you, basically. It's like your physical body's catching up. And this Lovers energy is all about like you're intact with yourself. Um and this could be you wanting to do old things, like maybe you wanted to go places with some people or some friends, and now you still want to do those things. It's like you can do those by yourself in this new energy, and that's kind of like off-putting in a sense, but not in a bad sense. It's like, damn, I kind of planned this out having someone else be there, and that we would do these things, and now it's like you're going to be doing them, and it's one of those. I don't know. It's like that it's the thinking pattern of like, yeah, it would have been more fun it would have been fun having them there, but like at the same time, I would rather do things that I would want to do as well. So it's like again, you're just balancing out this scale within yourself to really get those last nooks and crannies out. But again, it's because you're looking back in the past, whether you're doing it like actively trying to, or you're just doing your day-to-day thing, and it clicks and like, oh shit, I wanted to do this and I still want to do this, but I can't do this with them because I don't even talk to them anymore. So I'd be doing it by myself or with a new group of people. This could also be a fear to do these things as well with the Five of Cups. Maybe you don't really feel like doing them anymore because you're not having a crowd, or like, not a crowd, but people to do them with. And it's because you're still getting back who you are as an individual, how fun you are, how quirky you are, how like spontaneous you are. And it's because you're looking at this, and it's funny because I see this heavily, and I've done this multiple times, but you're seeing how these people viewed you through your own healing of this. So you're those projections of like, oh, I'm just I'm weird or boring. Those aren't how you feel about you. Those are projections of people around you. You know, you might deep down feel that because of, you know, past experiences, but these projections that you're picking up are like literally how you felt around those people because they sent that energy to you. And it was like no words were exchanged, it was all energy, and you're just like, damn, you know, I was around so and so, and I was countered out, you know, they weren't giving me attention. I felt weird being around these people, but it wasn't because I'm weird, it's just because I don't fit in with these people anymore, and I never really did in the first place. They just kind of, I don't want to. That's a projection too, because it feels like you want to say. It even feels like I want to say too, like they let you hang out with them, whatever the fuck that means. I mean, like we all have a choice, of course, but this is like, it's like that weird petty shit. Like, yeah, sure, we'll let you hang out with us. Like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like, I know what you know what I mean. It's giving that weird energy out though. But you're seeing that almost, and there's a need to really remind yourself that that's not how you think of yourself. Those are projections, and those are the things that are escaping you and leaving you so that you're able to move on and move forward to bigger and better things. And it's really healing, but it's also one of those really awkward, like sticky and like gooey feelings. Like it's just not fun. You're just like you're climbing through a gigantic block of jello, and it's like just not fun. It's just gelatin. I I don't know how else to describe it. It's not that hard to move through, but it's uncomfortable. It's like really weird. I don't know. But the Wheel of Fortune's upright. You're doing like it's good, and you know it, like you feel the good energy, but it's just that weird like damn energy. But you have this higher knowledge now of yourself, of your surroundings, of your internal, even, you know, how your clocks turn and how your gears work, of who you are with the Wheel of Fortune. Like you're really seeing that about yourself, which is beautiful. And damn, you really just have to sit back at this point. And it might have been one of those things where you were like, yeah, these people don't deserve me, and you were saying that, but now you like internalize it. Now it's like, no, yeah, these people really didn't deserve me. And it's like it's this shock almost. Like it kind of smacks you in the face. It's like, oh fuck, like oh damn, like that is true. Like they don't really deserve me. And it's like, so what was I even doing there? And you were there to learn. And it's this like retribution energy, because it's like after that realization it's like, you know what, that's fine. Like, well, now they don't have me, so now what? Like, what do they even have? What do they really even have without me? Nothing, because I was the one thing that was able to create anything. You didn't feel anything from these people other than how they felt about themselves. They felt better around you, so now you're gone. It's like, what are they even doing now? What's even the point of me being so concerned about these people? They you know, might question, oh, what happened to so and so? Like, oh, I don't know, I don't talk to them anymore. It's like, yeah, that's all they're gonna have to say. Like, some of these people are just gonna have to deal with that, and other people are gonna, you know, keep running their mouth because that's all they can do. It's like fucking be an auctioneer, but for your name or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Whoever buys their biggest lies or whatever the have, you know, whatever have you. So that doesn't really matter either. They're off doing whatever the hell they want to do, and they're just like they're wasting their life away, and other people are wasting their life away, and it's just like you're in this middle ground where you're like you're meeting the people that aren't going to sell you short or count you out. You're with the people that are actually trying to work with you. Especially if this is like a business thing. Really picking up this could be a business thing. With all these cups out, this is something that you're passionate about. This is something like a passion. And it was all these cups are just fucking crazy. There's too many cups. It began out with the pinnacle and then immediately jumped into a fucking wand, which tells me that there's this new understanding, and then all of a sudden, boom, all these cups, all this like feeling is coming out, and it's like this is about like a passion. And this could even be wanting to get back into a passion but not knowing how to, and the divine wants you to start doing it solo. Get your name out there by yourself, because apparently these people that, I mean, not apparently but obviously I should really say, but take it as it is for each and their own. But these people didn't really have that same encouragement or life that you had in yourself. And again, like with the Mercury retrograde energy, you might even be looking back at some photos or like old posts or like the people you used to hang out with, and they're still posting the same photos and the same stories, and they're still talking about the same shit they did like 3 years ago. And it's just like, what the fuck's going on? Almost, it's like you're really starting to see the cycle that you get sucked into because you've escaped it, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, so this is what I was like dealing like, and it wasn't, well, yeah, because I'm gonna say it like that. I will. It's like you're seeing what you were dealing with, and it wasn't like dealing with in a sense of like dealing with it. It's like you were putting up with it because you didn't know any better. You knew your worth to a degree, but you allowed people to maneuver their way and snake their way in, and now you're just like, you're seeing how easily you are counted out. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, cool, but you're the fucking one that knows how to get shit rolling. That's the only thing. You bring that inspiration, that energy that's needed. You know, everyone gets so happy when they see you, and now that you're not there, it's like, well, what the fuck? Like, I guess we'll just go back to doing what we were doing before. So what are you gonna do with all this energy that you have? And it's not to say everyone around you is a fucking like slowpoke or like a sludge or anything, but this energy of like regret is leaving your energy, your auric field, and your energetic field, and it's just like you're really seeing people as not who you want to be around. You're just a very likable person. Like, let's just get down to the realization of it. Like, you're a really likable person. You can fit in with any group. But it's like, who do you want to fit in with rather than who are you going to fit in with just to get that gratification? You know what I mean? And that's kind of where you're at, is seeing who you were with to be with just because they opened the door for you, or if you're with someone because you genuinely like, you fuck with them. Like, it's like, this is the person, these are the people I want to be around. This is like this, like, I mean, it's your inspiration group if you want to think of it like that. We have the sun. Yeah, the sun of the Eight of Cups, because these people know that you walked away. These people know that you're done. And I think that you're starting to realize how done you are too. This isolation period that you've been in, people might have said, oh, you're just depressed. And maybe you were at one point. But regardless, some people just think you're depressed or weird, or, oh, you're off trying to find something that's never going to be found. And then you found it because you're talking to people that aren't even as aware of things as you are, so they don't even know what the fuck you're looking for. They think that you're just beating yourself up and depressed. Like, no, you're healing, and you're actually like trying to find out who the fuck you are, because this is that missing piece, and it's like, it's driving you nuts at this point. Like, I've done everything that I could, and I got stomped on in every which way, shape, and form. So what the fuck's going on? What was going on with me? What do I need to do? And that's what you found. And people see that since you walked away. It wasn't like a depression era. It was a hermitist energy. It was where you literally had to just sit down and be like, you know what? I'm going to go find myself. I'm going on that soul journey. With the Eight of Cups, you left offers behind. You're like, people, oh, hang out with me. Let's come do this. And you just, no, I'm good. I'm going to just chill over fucking here and do with this thing. And you just don't fit in. It's like you don't fit in. That's fine. And it's like this energy of wanting to cry, because it's not even like, I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just the energy of crying, of detoxing, because it's just so melancholy. That's the only way I can describe it. And it's just this new awareness that you have of yourself, and like, damn. And that's where that Three of Cups comes from, because you could always go back. But when you go back, it's like those people, they're not going to change. they're gonna be the same. And it's something about you just, that's like the part of you that people plays on, is like, oh, you're so nice and you don't care. But these people, they're just gonna drain you. And it's not because they're energy vampires, but it's literally like you can't depend on some of these people. They're just gonna make you feel useless again. So you have to take this journey with the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, because you're on your spiritual path. This is all about your spiritual path and you finding your abundance in it, and you really being able to nurture what you have on the physical already, and not worry about what someone else needs help nurturing. It's like you need to nurture what you have. You understand with the world in your right hand, that you can do anything. Anything that you want to fucking do, you can do it. You're multifaceted. You're not a one trick pony. You are an artist. You're you know, that's, I mean, that's what you are. Like anytime a wand pops up, it's an artist. But you're an artist. It's who you are. You are living art. I mean, we're all living art, but it's something that you embody more than others. Um, you have all these cool, fun ideas, and no one really wants to help you do them, but you're down to help everyone else. And it's this energy, like, it's like these ideas are your now. Where do you want to do? Which is again why there could be so many things coming at you, so many like cups out here, so much new emotion, emotional feeling. It's like fuck, I don't know what to do. I can do everything, but that's even more. That's even worse than being able to do nothing. Is how I feel you want to say it. Because at this point, it's like if I can do anything, now I have to sit down and think about what the fuck I want to do. Because I fuck, what do I want to do? Like I spent so much time figuring out who I am. Now that I know who I am, what do I want to do? it's, and these are the things that not really many people think about. They just, oh, I'm gonna do this. This seems fun, and then they do it, and it's not for the act of wanting to do it. It's for the benefits that comes with the titles, the fame, the attention, the yadas, or whatever the fuck you want to say. And it's like, yeah, they're doing it for that. You're doing it because it's an actual passion for you. You love doing it. You could give a fuck less about how anyone else feels about it, but it's you. It's your art. And it's something about you really need to standing that power. For some of you, you might end up being a competitor with some of these past people, which isn't like a bad thing, but you're about to really show like your creative side out more, and it's very, very beautiful. Um, and it's funny too because it's like the things that you've done in the past kind of give you that leverage anyway. But now that you're doing it by yourself, depending on anyone to like help you with it or do it for you, that leverage is all yours. You have full creative freedom. And this is even like it's given like the school project, the school art project, it's a group project and everyone pitches in their ideas and no one's taking your ideas. Now you get to use all those ideas for yourself and pop the fuck out. It's like, damn, you ignored these ideas that I had. It would have made things a lot simpler, and you're about to, it's like a one man show energy. I'm loving this because it's like one thing after another after another. You have all these ideas. You like, this is even be like decorating a fucking house really for you. Really, it's just how it feels. It's like you're about to really acclimate all your skills into one place and be like, you know what, let's do it this way. And you know, maybe you have connections with some people um from the past still that like helped you out with certain things, and you want to, you know, like, hey, I know this person can do this, so let me go ask them for that. You know what I mean? Like now it's you. Now it's no longer you going on to someone's project and not liking X, Y, and Z about it. Now it's all you. And it's really like it's the beginning of something spectacular. You might want to work on your root chakra. I'm feeling it. My root chakra is buzzing. Do some root chakra work, okay? This might get a little bit unstable for you because it's like you want to do these things and it's like you know how to and you know what to do, and you might even have some expertise like in the field, but it's like you ground yourself a little bit because this excited energy is good, but don't get over your head. Remember to stay level. That's the whole thing, especially with strength. Calm those thoughts. You got to like, you got this. You know you do. But let's work on the chakra still. Let's keep that root chakra in check. Let's keep that crown chakra in check to let the intuition flow through. Let's let the third eye chakra get some work on there too. Anytime you work on the crown, work on the third eye. That's the best rule of thumb, because once you get the download, you need to be able to see them too. You know, what's a download if you can't fucking see it or use it? You know what I mean? So make sure you're doing that as well. You know, doing its own thing. And that's how it should be doing. Your heart chakra should be doing its own thing at all times. It's like it's connected to the divine. Why would you want to have control over what the divine is doing for you? So your heart chakra, it might be bringing up certain memories from the past and stuff, making you think about those, and then yeah, you know, healing through those like minute things. But your heart chakra is no longer this big issue. Your heart chakra is like you might even having some heart pains, and this might be because you're overworking the heart chakra. So be careful of that as well. You can very easily overwork or over meditate a chakra just as well as you can underwork it as well. So be very careful. It's all about a balance, of course. So your heart chakra, it feels fine. Like really, it feels like it's ready to get back out and kick some ass. This is how it wants to come out. Um, and especially with the Knight of Swords, it's like there's some sort of quick action that you want to take, or maybe even like this inspiration or something that's like clicking in with you. But these thoughts that you're getting, they're running quickly, and it's like take time to write them down. You may already be busy as well. You might be busy with something in the first place right now, and the divine wants you to just chill, honey. Like you got enough on your plate, and don't feel bad for doing it by yourself. And don't feel bad. Like again, like you could be like a musician or like a dancer or something, and you're about to like pop out and like run your own show, right? And when you're running this show, it's like maybe these people from the past pop up because it's like, oh, hey, look, so and so's doing something. Let's go check them out. You know, some not, you know, we're not gonna split these people up into categories because that's redundant and that just adds more brain power and can ruin something. So people want to go see what you're made of, whether it's good intent, ill intent, doesn't fucking matter. They want to see what you're doing, and you go out and you do it. And it's like now that you have full fledged of your own shit that you want to do and it's all you, people are gonna really see how they held you back or how they pushed you forward. And thank you, Mark, for the donation. It means the world. But that's this energy that's coming through, is you're really about to just express yourself in a whole new way. And especially like even if this is like doing your own business, like let's say you're doing your own spiritual business, and you're working on that, it's like you're about to show people like, yeah, I can do this, and I just couldn't do it before because frankly I had you around and you kind of you fucked up my style. You dampened me a little bit. It's people are gonna have to come to that realization because it's something they knew you were very creative and artistic, which is why they wanted you. But you're about to show them what happens when you really unleash yourself. So be brave, be very brave. You know, deep breathings, do whatever you gotta do because it's for you. It's destined for you, and you might even be thinking about your destiny being like one thing. Your destiny could be multiple things. You know what I mean? When you talk to mother and father, when you're up there in the ethers and in the heavens, um, and well, I could say within as well. It doesn't matter, but when you're there and you're filling out this contract of like what you want to do and your destiny just isn't one single point. Your destiny is the impact you make on this earth, which is why you can be multifaceted. You know, you can be a musician and a painter and a like a, oh my god, what do they call them, intuitive dancer. There we go. So, like you can just mash all three of those fucking in the one, and all three of those things you had different phases of your life that you worked on, and now boom, all three of those shoot up together at once. And now it's like that big emotional feeling, that big impact you made was your destiny. You just had to take different little, you opened all the doors. You know what I mean? That's this process. And not a lot of people think about it like that either, which is why they feel like their destiny's like, oh, I'm here to make a really big impact. And they think that that impacts one single thing. And they're slacking and they're sleeping on all these other talents they have. Pay attention to what you're talented at. Even if you don't feel like you're talented at something, let's say you're just like you're just like you're you know You don't see yourself as talented, but you see yourself as like someone who's more business oriented or something like that. At that point, you just run your own business, and then off that business, you're able to branch off and do whatever else. Like there's pathways to this. You just really have to get down and talk to yourself. You are your own manager at the end of the day, and it's like it's like you might be seeing this, you might be already playing these things out, but regardless, you're walking away of depending on others to get you in that sort of position, because you didn't want to ruin their style or the vibe that they were having, is going to allow you to show yourself not only how much you were letting people hold you back, but how much you were holding yourself back as well. And all those thoughts of, oh, I wish I could do this, are going to become, oh, I'm fucking doing it. Like, there's no more, like, you are just who you are. And let me tell you, you're one of the most mysterious fuckers out here, because not many people know what you do. You have a lot of eyes on you for a reason. It doesn't matter what their intent is, they want to know what the fuck you're up to. So it's one of those things where it's like, when you pop out, people are gonna be like, what the hell, like, what's going on? Like, you do all this, you did all this, and it's like, damn, like, okay. And then boom, networking and all those things, like it's a chain reaction that's about to happen. And it's because you're no longer running off of needing someone else. You're running off of yourself. And with the King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, I'm telling you right now, it's what I'm feeling. It's what I'm heavily feeling with the King of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. It's about you really mastering, listening to your intuition. You're able to speak fish, if you will, and understand these emotions and understand these feelings that you have, and create with them. No longer having them rule you over, but co-creating with them. And this is your Ten of Pentacles. This is your destiny. This is everything that you've worked on, outputted. This is your multifaceted, self-oriented business. This is your justice. It's really how it is. Like, let's just keep it real. Thank you, Spirit. But it's something about that happening. And it's something about this gateway that we're going through. All these retrogrades are important. And maybe you're the only one that really pays attention to those. Like, it's just one of those things, dude. I don't know. It's like everyone says there's something until they meet the one person that is. And they're about to meet that one person that is. And you're really about to pave the path for a lot of people. Instead of like supporting people with your words, you're putting your money where your mouth is, and you're supporting them with your fucking actions. And it's like, well, damn, now that so and so is doing this, I guess I can too. It's like, no, yeah, I've been saying it for fucking years, you could do it. So you were waiting on me to do it first? Why? So you were afraid of failing? Well, here I am, not failing. Now get off your ass and do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's how this energy feels when you're going to be looking at these people, because it's like you wanted to do something like this, but you just didn't. So then I had to do it to show you that it's possible. And now it's like, now everyone can do it, because if you can do it, anyone can. And that's the truth for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. But it's this beautiful energy that is like bringing people closer together. It is a very healing energy. It is a very like wonderful, like good energy. And it's just like, I don't know. Some people might have even been, I feel like there are some people that are waiting on you to do this as well. I just feel that I get that with the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups. I'm just getting that for some reason. I don't know why, but it's like some people are waiting on you to take that step because they know what you're doing. But again, it's something about like a fear of doing it. And it's that fear is coming from overthinking it and being like, oh, I can't do it because X, Y, Z and this and that. And it's like, well, you actually can, but I need you, just like you need to talk to yourself and be like, I need you to listen to me. Yeah, you need to listen to your emotions at this time. No, you need to listen to your feelings, like your emotions. That's why the fish is in the cup. The fish represents your feelings, trying to talk to you and explain itself to you, but you can't understand it because it's a fish and you don't speak fish. So you're just kind of looking at it like, yeah, I'm kind of picking it up, but now it's like this is where you're heading. It's this king energy, and there is a need to listen to how you feel, because even though you have this thought of, oh, I can't, you're immediately rebuttaling yourself intuitively with, oh, but we could do this, and then that, your rational minded consciousness goes, yeah, but this, and then it keeps stacking up. And what you need to do is be able to stack and just keep it still, like, you know what, we can do this because that's the option, and the rest of this is fear-based mindset where I'm not sure about this or that. And you just need to ask questions. Maybe these are questions that you need to be asking externally as well, especially if you're going to be working like with a venue or something. These are questions that you're thinking of that you want to answer yourself because you want to do it all by yourself, and you're not realizing that you're not the head of the venue, so you probably need to go these are questions you probably need to go ask someone else and not yourself. um so like allowing yourself to have that grace, because you're there to supply. You're there with the idea, and other people are there to help bring the idea to life, because it's now you leading instead of you tagging along with people, which is why all these extra thoughts are coming along. It's really like you have to look back almost and see how you were teaching others in this time. Maybe you were like, yeah, why don't you just ask so and so? I know that I'm sure they'd allow it, or I'm sure you could just do that and that and everything would be fine. But they didn't do those things. Now you're in that position, so now you have to actually put money where the mouth is. And okay, so let me go ask these questions then. And then even if I get declined, I'm always allowed to ask, like, anyone else, because that's not rude to ask. It's showing you're wanting to do something and get your name out some way or another. So always do that. Don't let a no discourage you. Always ask, like, so what else is going on? Because with the magician, you have everything you fucking need right now. You just gotta put the plans in the action. And it's something about, maybe you're even like this excited energy. That's why I'm cussing so much. I don't know. But with the Limnus Scat on top, it's your ribbon of honor. It's your ribbon of success that you're having. Because you are going to have success, but you're needing to sacrifice thought consciousness for your intuitive consciousness at this time, and really just let things ride out. I don't know why I just heard I missed your face. I don't know what that means. I don't know who that's for, but I just randomly got I missed your face. So maybe this is like a venue or something. Someone misses seeing you, or missed one of your acts, or like something, or they kind of want you there, but they didn't know if you had anything, or they didn't know how to get a hold of you other than through someone else. I don't know, but there is like an energy of someone wanting you to do something as well. It's like there really is like a pull, like a push and a pull almost, and it's really it's interesting. It's really interesting. But I'm feeling it, and I'm getting like a really deep soul energy of like, I knew you could do it. You knew you could do it, and like jumping up in the air and fist bumping and all sorts of energies of that. It's like there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of it's something unique about this. It's something so unique about this. Yeah, because it's like, I even was about to say, this could have been an idea. Like, this idea might have even formed recently, and I mean like recently, like within like the past like 24 hours, and you've kind of been looking at this idea as, oh, how are we gonna do this? Let's see how this is working. You were given a situation by the divine, and now it's an idea, like, oh shit, I could do this. What if I did do this? What if this and this, and we had all these things. And my god, with the Ace of Cups kind of confirming it too. Shit, yeah, you've definitely been receiving a download from the divine to do something special. And it's just like you're looking at it, and it's like, oh, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could, you know, put some efforts into this, and see what's going on, and how I could do this and that, and we'll collab, and all these energies are just coming in where it's clearing out. And instead of like the I don't knows, it's like, no, this could happen, because like I know how to do this, I know how to do that. And it's like they have someone there who would do this for me, and this mindset is like very abundant. It's a very abundant mindset. Very, very, very abundant mindset. And with the Six of Wands, yeah, and listen, you need to move forward with yourself. And this is the energy that I feel like you're going to be embodying soon, of really moving forward with yourself, paving the way. Good old Leo, and I forgot what the fuck you're in. What, Jupiter or some shit? I don't know. Let me check. Let me check. I don't want to give off incorrect information. You know how it is. I have a cheat sheet. I have my cheat sheet. Because I know it's like, it's 6, so it's the first. So it's like beginning off. Oh no, it's still in. Yeah, it's in. I was right. Let's go. I've got this shit in the bag. Look, it's Leo and Jupiter. I knew it, because 5 is literally in Saturn, and that's conflict, and this is resolution. Jupiter's all about resolution. Yeah, okay, I got it. See, I know these things. Goodness, see, I like this is how I feel like that's the energy we're all kind of going through. Is like we know it, and then we're like, I don't know. Let me go check just in case, and you go check, and it's right, and it's like, okay, well maybe I need to just stop. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is your victory. Um, this is where you're actually cooperating with yourself and moving forward with yourself and just knowing how right you are. And again, like small things like that are there to tell you how intuitive you are and how knowledgeable you are, how tapped into the divine you are. But it's one of those things where like it happens so nonchalantly and you're not used to having someone else tell you that you're wrong, that you make yourself seem wrong in order to be like, oh, well, never mind. So again, looking at small moments like that and knowing that you're on the right path because you know what you're doing, and it's just that beautiful energy of like I can do this because I planned it out already. The divine did all the work. The divine planned it out for me. Actually, they just put it in my soul, and then I have to either say yes or no to it. Um, and the divine really wants you is urging you to say yes because it's something about an overdue celebration. And this could really be an idea from the past that you were wanting to do with other people, or collaborate with other people to do, and it never worked out. And the divine's like, well, it didn't work out because the people around you weren't as motivated with the things that you were. So now it's time for you to show out and do what you need to do. Yep. I'm telling you, because you have clear thoughts of how to push this forward. You have the most clean and clear thoughts with the Ace of Swords and Nine of Pentacles. You have the most clear thoughts of how to make this manifest onto reality. There should not be a doubt in your mind right now of how you get to get this thing off the ground. Because you have everything you need. Okay, you know the sources, you know like what you could do. It's just now you have to put action into it and really let your intuition, your feelings guide you through this. The divine is like it's out there like blank. It's telling you like it might take a minute. This is something you've thought about for a while. This might take like it might be something you plan in the future, but do it. It's going to be a lot better than you even think. You just need to really trust yourself. You are being given like the the biggest thumbs up from the divine with the 3 aces out already. The Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords. We had the Ace of Pentacles out too, didn't we? At some point, I swear to gosh, we did, dude. I can't remember. We had the Wheel of Fortune, that's for sure. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. No, the Ace of Pentacles was out. It's the Ace of Pentacles. It's the. I think we have all the aces out then. I think all the aces are out. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna like sit here and scurry through them, but I think all the aces are out. And if not, like, you know, that's okay. But it's because like, you've already received it. If you haven't, yeah. This is about you getting what you deserve back, though. This is how. This is this energy transfer coming back to you. This is something that you had to be very patient for. This is something you put a lot of work into. But when it manifests in the reality, in on the world, on the 3D, it's going to be so much better than you thought. There's these fears of like, oh, what if this doesn't work, and what if that doesn't work, and let me do this and that, and you know those things of that nature that need to be cleared up. Um, but it's again, it's nothing bad. It's very beautiful. I don't know. It's really gonna work a lot better than you think. And it's just this energy of being trapped in your head. And just allowing your thoughts to kind of suppress certain emotions to stop you from moving forward. Yeah, so don't allow that to happen. Don't take this leap when you're bound like that. Please don't, because that's not going to lead you anywhere good. But you are taking this energy from feeling blocked off, from feeling like you're unable to move forward, feeling bound, and you're leaping away from that. This leap that you're going to do is going to unbind you, but you need to make sure that these thoughts that you're having aren't weighing you down and that you're not overthinking it, and not letting this inspiration kind of fall down. I'm seeing the Ten of Wands. I don't know why, but I am seeing like a Ten of Wands where you almost like have to overwork to get something to work because of the ignorance that you would have of not doing this, and just like the lack of knowledge, I could also say. But very much just like this is something that you've kind of like felt unsure of how to do because you didn't know how to do it by yourself, or you didn't have people externally that were able to help you. The Emperor, the King of Swords, and the Moon, though, this is all about you and taking this leap out from the blue. A very unexpected leap from you that's going to end out better. And it might end up being like with the Knight of Pentacles being out as well. It starts off slow, like your first thing you do with it is a success, and then like it takes a minute, and then you get things more and more. Like it's going to be something gradual, of course, and you have to fit it in with your new schedule, with your schedule and everything that you have now. And it's all about adaptability. But you really need to focus on this golden seed that you've been given, because it's something straight from the divine, and it's your reward for your hard work on working for yourself. It's all in Mark. Oh my goodness, Mark! Thank you for the gift, for the 5 gifted to the community. Goodness gracious. Um, but that's how this is going. This is how the divine gives you. The divine doesn't gift you anything on the spiritual. The divine is the divine. They gift you ideals. They give you ideas. And yes, sometimes your gifts are your manifestations coming through, but that's because they've already been in the spiritual. They don't just poof up randomly. They go through that spiritual process. So there's this energy of really like accepting this as your reward. You don't have to. That's up to you. But if you don't accept it, you're gonna be feeling like, oh, so now what? And like, well, then I don't know what, because you didn't want what the divine gave you. So now you're kind of stuck in this loop of like waiting on the divine to like give you something new again. Um, but you're in this good energy, and it's just very fluent. Um, but just remember, this is you. This is all about you. This has nothing to do with anyone else. Like their views of you don't matter anymore. Their opinions of you that said they couldn't, who gives a fuck? They're not doing it they're not even doing it. So why the fuck does it matter if you're doing it or not? You know what I mean? Like damn, like get off my dick. So like you gotta keep that energy of like it's me. And if you don't like me for my talents or my gifts or just being as a spiritual being as you are, then go somewhere else. Because there's like how many other people in this world to watch, but you're watching the one person that pisses you off. Like come on, get a grip. Like come on. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how you have to treat it. Like really, like these people really like, if they weren't fans of you, they wouldn't be watching you. And like, why are you watching someone that makes you mad? Like come on, let's be a little bit more cynical. Let's use some common sense in the world a little bit more. But not everyone who's watching you is in that energy. Some people are really just waiting to see you do something because you've been in this mode forever, and it's like there's just this energy of like when they do pop out, something's crazy is gonna happen. They have way too much spiritual protection. Not they have too much, but these people are like kind of worried about how much spiritual protection you have, because it's like, how the fuck do you get so loved by the divine that like you don't have to worry about certain things that I have to worry about? And it's not only that, but they see how creative you are and how creative you've been since before you've even trusted in divine, for some of you, and regardless of either of that, like it's just all these things that people know about you and that you know about yourself as well. But what you're not seeing that they're seeing is how well this is all going to like mold together. You're seeing how it's going to mold together, but you're also seeing how your thoughts are going to mess this up and how your thoughts are reacting to it as well. But it's something that people are kind of expecting deep down, and they're not really sure of how to go about it. Other than just like keeping their peepers on you. So don't worry about them though. Always keep your focus on you. Keep working with the divine. They got you. You are protected. You are loved. You are safe always. And just get ready for this idea. And if you have this idea, start planning, start plotting, start like getting start writing stuff down and whatnot that you have to do. Because this is a reward from the divine, straight from the divine, directly to you in your hands. Oh my goodness! Confirmation with the sirens coming off just after that. Let's go. And the car was coming towards. So yeah, this is something that's coming towards you. There's no more leaving out. It's coming toward you. Um, but yeah, that's your message. I love you all so much. Thank you all so much. If you're wanting like a reading or any of my other services, or to be part of the Google group chat, I can't even say that sentence right still. But if you want any of those, you can email me about that, or you can use the Google Sheets. Regardless of that, thank you so much for the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, energetic or financial. It doesn't matter. I appreciate both equally the same. But I love you all so much, and again, thank you, Mark, for like the donation and also for gifting to the community. You've been a big blessing to the community, giving those gifts out for people. Very, very. Um, just thank you so much. But thank you all to everyone as well. I love you all so much. To the moon and back, tenfold.